All right, Jintang, what's up? Okay, let's keep this a little bit light and informal because end of the day, my content is nowhere as complicated or as heavy as Daddy. Daddy is Daddy, all right? He's your daddy. He knows his stuff. Just his content is just not very appealing at times. All right, so my stuff is a lot more simple, all right? So I take it that we start? Okay, we start? Can. All right, it's just a few key pointers, and this highlights our primary objective of what and how we design checkpoint technologies and how we have been bringing this to market, especially in the last 2 years. Now, hello. So what are the key pretexts of today's network security? All right. First and foremost, it's a comprehensive set. What we need is a comprehensive set of effective security technologies that do not compromise on performance. You need all the competencies. You need it to be, oh, hello. Okay, there are people coming in. Coming? It's okay, I'll stop. You can all take a seat there. It's like, no problems. Come on, don't crowd on the door. I know it's a fast exit. There's a fire exit on the other side somewhere, if you can find it. All right, guys, take a seat. I promise I won't bite. It's going to be really short presentation. Actually, don't worry about it. I'll send you a personal copy. How's that? To show that you're here, is it? Okay, very good. All right. So one of the very key things that we need to understand in today's security is that we must have a set of effective security that does not compromise on effectiveness, of course, but more importantly for you customers out here, partners as well, in performance. No brainer there. What's the number two thing that you need? You need to be able to manage growth. No brainer there as well. If today you plan to run a checkpoint as a firewall, as an IPS, and maybe some VPN, and tomorrow you say, hey, I want to do this, can you do that? Yeah. But you don't have enough capacity. What do? You do a forklift upgrade. You buy a new box and put it in. It is not environmentally friendly. Fail. Objective number 2. Right? So what's objective number 3? Simpler products and a faster enterprise to speed up operations. Again, this has come out to be, you need to be effective, right? You need to be able to scale, and obviously you need to do it yesterday. All right? Now, this purpose of this presentation highlights the 3 key technologies that we are about to roll out or have already rolled out in this effort. Hey, you're on the technical track. Hello. All right, so that's our objectives. Now, the key highlight, the title of this presentation is how can you fast track your network security? All right, so in part of this, we have got 3 key protections that we want to address this. Firstly, it has to be Gen 5. If you're not ready to move Gen 6, you must be able to scale it effectively. And last but not least, it must help you to be efficient in operation. What do we have here? 3 new products. You already heard some of it today. You have seen most of it if you're in a tech room since yesterday. Okay, so let's see what they are. It's a very, very light presentation, and I'll tell you what it is. First, how many of you here have heard of R80.40? 1, 2, 5, 8. Fantastic. R80.40. Anybody here from Checkpoint HQ? They say they're going to launch it next month, this coming Sunday, the 19th. Is it going to happen? Most probably, but let's see how it goes, okay? I already told me that, I don't know. Okay? 19th is the set date. If there's no major fallout, because we ourselves in Checkpoint have already rolled it out internally. Those Checkpoint employees facing problems, our entire network went kaput last week. You know why. I'm just kidding. Okay? It was very smooth, no problems there. R80.40. Next, you have seen some new black boxes running around in the tech room, in the technical room. Those are our new boxes. And those are exciting to me, especially the smallest of boxes. I have one request for them and one request only for small appliances, and they finally gave it to me, and I'll tell you what it is later. Last but not least, if you have been in the tech room as well, we introduced to you security management as a service. Woohoo! Medium enterprises, small enterprises who don't want to spend money on appliances, here's your buddy. But the most important part is everything is already there. You are not waiting to get something shipped over, to install it in your rack. The service is there. That is why all these three products helps you to bring security to a next level in terms of how you implement it, how you run it, how you upgrade it, and how you keep green in your environment. All right? Let's talk about R80.40. Okay? Here are the key stuff that you can read about. Smart task. What is it? We'll talk about it. Right? We'll talk about a new HTTPS policy layer. What is it? Okay. That is not important. What's more important is that it helps you become more efficient. It helps you to become... Wow. You guys want to come in? It's okay. Like literally sababa. No, come. It's all good. All right. Zero touch policy deployment. These are all already available. Those who are implementing Checkpoint, have you heard of Blink? That is it, but we officially put it in as part of the primary package in our management service, R80.40. The rest, you can read. Obviously, in R80.40, IoT is a very big three-letter word, not four, just three, okay? Three-letter word that is very important because this forms the baseline of our new Infinity 2.0 okay, functionalities. Let's talk about what it is. All right, smart task. Long story short, how many of you here play games? Okay. How many of you play RPG games? How many of you play multiplayer, what was it I called it? MMOG, an MMORPG. All right, you know what I'm talking about. Now, what is the biggest cheat that you can do when you play multiplayer RPGs? Macros. Right? You have been banned from servers before if you nod your heads, because macros are a common set of instructions. You want to buy something fast, you want to build something fast, you want to do everything at superhuman speeds at click, 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 bam! Your entire empire just came out from the middle of nowhere. Cheats. But in this place, this cheat is a good cheat. All right? So in R80.40, we have macros capability. We call it smart task. If you have a task, you have a cheat, when you want to deploy something, you want to roll out something, you want to check something, everything can be tasked together. Everything is in predefined mode at the moment. If you have anything that you want us to add in so that you can make your daily tasks automated, expectable, and consistent, let us know. Our R&D are waiting for your suggestions when you all try smart tasks. I'm not going to go through all the parts of what smart tasks can do, what is your trigger, and what's your action. If you don't play games, go find out what the games do, what iMacro do. And they will tell you, this is a cheat. And we do it now. The most important part is you don't get banned, not from Checkpoint. Okay? Unless you don't pay us licenses, but that's a different conversation. All right. So that's smart tasks. And why is my thing not working? Oh, now we jump. Okay, after smart tasks, we talk about zero touch plug and play. Those of you who have used Blink of our services, this essentially is Blink. Okay? When you are at 3 a.m. in the morning, this entire migration and implementation of a Checkpoint gateway can be done in a scripted format and is a no-brainer with consistent results. Barring in the past, I know Blink had these issues, but we have ironed most of them out. So if you have not tried it, if you need to deploy something, especially for the implementers, our partners here, this is going to be an easy way to do it. What is more important, this is scripted. Everything that you have done is verifiable. When you screw up, you will know you screwed up and you know exactly where the problem is. And at 3 a.m. in the morning when you're half asleep, that's the most effective way of doing a rollback. This is like a Checkpoint, what we call methods of implementation. Everything is all here. Okay? I told you it's going to be easy, right? No biggie. And of course, in R80.40, we now officially support IoT. Okay? For who down here still don't understand what does Checkpoint do on the IoT scale? Don't worry, can you raise your hand if you don't understand what Infinity 2.0, talking about the IoTs and how we are protecting against IoT is. Everybody understand? All right, Jing Hang, you will not hear it. Okay. Basically, what is the biggest problem we have today? IoT devices, whether it's your IP cameras, your printers, your IP phones, they don't get updated very often. So that becomes a single point of entry, whether your printer is connected to your network at the same time it's connected to your phone line. Can you imagine what is that going to happen? It has happened a couple of years ago. That's when Checkpoint scrambled. All the administrators in Checkpoint offices were alerted, what model of printer are you using? How is it connected to the fax line, etc., etc. Because it has been shown, and we could prove it, that the fax line can open a data path directly into the operating system of the printer, and it goes right smack into your enterprise environment. No brainer there. Okay? So IoT security is, in my opinion, in the enterprise space, the last frontier of connected things that causes or may cause problems for you. No brainer. So we are here to help on IoT. Go talk to the guys at the technical workshops, and they will explain to you in detail what we do, and it's really, really fun. All right? And that's IoT. Okay, let's talk about the part that I'm very, very passionate about, the hardware. Okay? They called it quantum security gateways. Okay, yeah, our new appliances. Okay, there are some very interesting technologies. First and foremost, the quantum security gateways basically have got a primary objective of being able to integrate into our Maestro platform. If you see over here, the reason why I need this pointer is I need to bring it up here. Okay? What is lacking from the last box you see here? Let me try that again. What is lacking in the last box you see here where it's got only 2 ports. Why? In the Maestro environment, you don't need ports. All your interconnecting network ports to all your enterprise environments, VLANs, whatever it is all done on the Maestro switch. These boxes don't need ports. Why so special? A few more ports is not going to cost Checkpoint much money. That's not the point. This is a 16,000T. 16,000 as of today, before we launch this, it's a 2U device. If you are talking about a 26,000 Turbo T, that is a 3U device. But they are now both 1U. The power consumption has also come down. Green, objective, fast, efficient, upgradable, and green. Okay, that's important. Okay? So these are our new platforms. And on top of that, it has got a new hardware bus architecture that allows Checkpoint to maximize the CPU utilization dynamically. I'll share that with you. Okay, this is the quantum gateway. This is to show you basically we are power efficient. In 6U, we can hit 70 gigs of traffic. Okay, you get the idea. But in a smaller business, the switches are generally not expensive. Buy one, buy a pair, buy a small gateway. When you need more throughput, you don't need downtime. You don't need to configure anything much. Just tell your vendor, send me a new box. I'm waiting. I'll see you in the afternoon. He brings the box in. He plugs in. You add this new gateway into security group. You get a coffee. You come back. It's working. Hey, my audit team comes up to me and say that last year's audit, you failed because you don't have an N+1. Okay, what does that mean? I need 2 boxes to run my traffic, but I need a third one. I need it by this evening. Can you come for dinner? Okay. Same. Add the new security groups in. Can the switch serve multiple security? What is security groups? Security group essentially is one gateway. One gateway. One gateway in a native format or one gateway in a virtual format. A virtual security format, VSX, multi-firewall. It's the same thing. Fast, reliable. That is the key message for Maestro. And of course, without any rah-rah on this, it's hyper scalable. Okay? So remember, when I started this conversation, you bought a Checkpoint for firewall, for IPS, for application control, identity awareness, the list goes on, but you didn't do it for something else. When you have a Maestro system, you can start really small. You can start with just 2U, 1 switch and 1 gateway, or 1 switch with 2 gateways, or 2 switch with 2 gateways for full redundancy, and you scale and you scale and you scale up to 1.6 terabits. If somebody said terabytes, they got it a bit wrong. Okay? It's bits, network. Okay? And this is no forklift upgrade, no throwing away of old boxes. You're just adding and adding, and all this have no penalties. No penalties. What does no penalty mean? 1 plus 1 equals to 2. That is called no penalty. In a high availability deal, they'll say, oh, 1 plus 1 equals 1.8, 1.7. What does that mean? Okay? You don't get the full capability of what you pay for on the hardware. This is not the case here. Linear scalability. No buts, no asterisk marks. You can quote me. All right? New hardware. What else can this new hardware do? I told you about this dynamic capability that we have along how we assign the workloads onto each core. And that also helps us to bring in additional capability on SSL inspection. Right? Those of you who are familiar with SNI, full cipher suites, and all those challenges that you have in R80.40, in this particular gateway, we have resolved most of the problem. And what's more important is our next generation, patent pending, bypass engine. This is going to make our competitors really jealous, once we get the patent, of course. All right? You want to understand more about our new next generation bypass capabilities? Go to the tech rooms. All right? But this is big because 80% and above of traffic today is encrypted. No questions, no brainers. We have to inspect all this. Okay, so here it is. Multiple power supplies, latest CPUs, great bus architecture, modular hardware, right? Enterprise SSD. To your, well, it's a server, it should be able to do that to begin with, right? But no, this is the first generation. We have enterprise grade SSDs built in by default into our gateways. Okay? If you don't understand the importance of it, that's fine, but you will find out why. Lights out management as standard. Now, it is all fine and great if you see that 3 boxes here, oh, you have got dual power supply with lights out management. Yeah, that's cool, right? Wait a minute, there's a puny little thing over here. If you have gone to the tech room, if you have seen the hardware, you would also have seen they have got dual power supply. No joke. Okay? And that is something I know it's very, very trivial, right? But I've been asking these for years. Believe me. I'm going to take one of those home later today, or maybe tomorrow. Okay? That is our new security gateways. See the statistics? It's not important for me. Look at the new models. It's also not important to me. But these are all Maestro-friendly gateways, which means it gives you unparalleled amount of scalability. All right? Okay, this is the new architecture that we're talking about, that we make use of this particular new hardware. This is nothing new, but what is new is the highlighted area here, which is called the dynamic workloads. Okay? We can now dynamically scale without manual and without reboot. If you did any core management on any of our gateways today, you have to reboot. Not anymore. You don't set nothing. We set it for you dynamically. That is the key takeaway from here. And this, to me, is exciting. All right? And it's like one of those, finally, why couldn't we do this earlier? But it is here. Okay? The last part of the puzzle, what do we have? All right. I purposely try to leave roughly about 10 minutes for you to ask questions. Believe me, if you are an implementer, if you are a very hands-on user, you have questions. Okay? Our new management as a service. Forget about all these slides. It's the same management you came to get used to since R77. Okay? You are used to it. It's the same thing, the way you interact with it, the interface, everything is exactly the same, except now it is in the cloud. Next question that somebody have already asked, I'm a government organization, can I use the cloud? Can you geofence? The answer is yes, yes. Tell me how much business you're going to bring me. Okay? Can you do a FOG service of my logs so that I can store it locally? Yes, sure, no problem. That already can be done. How about migration? I'm now an on-premise gateway. I want to migrate this onto the cloud. What should I do? The answer is, well, we don't support user migratable. Pay us some professional service days and we'll do it for you. Okay? For now, we have plans, but I won't disclose it for now. All right? Any other funny questions immediately when it comes for management as a service? I covered most of them right up, quite straightforward, right? Okay. You can expand it indefinitely, way past 150 gateways. Okay? This is an MDM special edition in the cloud. You have your own domain, everything is separated and encrypted separately. All right? So this goes about talking about how you can scale like next to forever. Your logs can also be kept forever. There is a caveat. I would say it to you right now. The logs can be kept. We will guarantee that it can be kept with us forever. Depends on how much storage you pay us. It's very simple, right? Okay? So I was like, that's nice. Can you like put an asterisk there and say how much money it costs and stuff? We're still working it out. But the service is ready. If you don't believe me, go try it out. We can spin a new environment in less than a day. If say you want to run it in Sydney, for example, in the AWS environment there, it can be done. Depends again on how much you pay us. Okay? That is the nature of things. But when you're in cloud, you're infinitely transportable. No brainers there. Okay? Our environment is already fixed. It has been certified, and it is certified to scale. China wants it, they can have it whenever they want. Right? Depends on how big the business is. End of the day. Okay? So zero maintenance. Everything is already there. There is no updates required. Nothing. It keeps you at the latest all the time. It will not upgrade you if you have gateways reporting to it that is out of that particular version. It is smart that way, but you have a timeline to upgrade. Fair enough? Okay. Now, there is one part of this. Can you turn off the camera now? I'm going to share with them something intimate that that headquarters is not supposed to know. I'm just joking. It's okay. Okay. In R8040, there was supposed to be a new feature that is putting in. That is a back-end feature, and it's a very critical feature. Now, today, if you have a new IPS, not signature, engine, what do? You upgrade to the hotfix and you reboot your machine. Not anymore. From R8040 onwards, we have modularized the entire inspection threat prevention engine to update automatically if possible, if needed, without reboot. Okay? Something that we're waiting for. This is a technology that we actually borrowed back and stolen from our SMB technology. Okay? So, but, there is a but, in R8040, that function, that UI function, has been disabled. Okay? Pending several usability upgrades. Okay? But the engine is already there. You want to try it? Just upgrade to R8040 and let me know. I will talk to R&D to get your UI enabled for that particular function. Okay? You didn't hear that from me, not today, not ever. All right? All right. So quickly to summarize. We are capable, no-brainers. We have been on this path from R8020 from a gateway perspective to R8040, which hopefully will be launched on Sunday. We'll see. Are we going to launch R8040 on Sunday? Next week. Yay. We'll see. All right. This is really a game changer. If you actually buy into the idea of how you can plug everything in and everything can just scale, Maestro is a no-brainer. It is solid, it's stable, it's fast. The switch itself, don't talk about the gateway, is super fast, faster than your general switch with distribution capabilities. All right? And as management as a service, scale. What is really even more important is that if you are a customer and you want to scale your environment, that is great. But if you are an MSSP or you want to run as a managed service for your customer, this is even better. Okay? So you have your environment, you can spin up whenever you want, a new one for a new customer, and everything just rolls back. Just like you're used to in MDM, with a few caveats for now. Okay, come if you want to understand what caveats they are with me. Okay, efficient operation, there is no need for forklift upgrades, you're environmentally friendly, the list goes on. All right, any questions? Go. The what? That would be the 6000 series, the 16000 series, as well as the 26000 series. Yes. Oh, so 662, no. Don't have. Actually, yes, they do have 10 gig. They have 10 gig. 2. Actually, for a 6.2, it doesn't entirely make sense to have a 10 gig interface. But because of connectivity to our Maestro platform, we have to put the 10 gig in there. The Maestro has a separate traffic interface. The interface that you connect the Maestro to the appliance itself is only for inspection. It's the inspection traffic. In the tech room, there's a Maestro guy. His name is Anatoly. Go bombard him with questions. Any other questions? Honestly, that is a great question. I have no idea. I will find out for you because that is important. Okay, you will get. But yes. Okay. Okay. Actually, as far as I understand, it will come as a package. So when you buy X number of management seats of gateways, you get X number of logs as part of a package. Don't worry, you're paying for it. I cannot comment, I cannot confirm, nor can I deny it right now. I know the answer to that, but I'll let the R&D guys answer that. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, go. Are you using R80.30 now or R80.20? Same, no different. Same, no change. But the cloud interface will have the first changes you will ever find. All the enhancements will be done on cloud first. That is a great question, and I know the answer. Both. If you want to do web, you can do web. If you want to use your traditional UI because it's more stable, more this, whatever you want, it is supported. The way you connect to this cloud interface will be slightly different. You have a URL and you have a cert key. It's yeah. All right. Anything else? Okay. So thank you very much, guys. I've got 1 minute, 45 seconds to spare. You've been a great audience. Who's next? Cool.